start.
Hello everybody presented here, respected sir and my dear friend. I'm here presentation on the topic minimizing potential hazards of material and finishes for building. My name is Harnoor Singh. My student ID is A240506. My course name is Material Structure Principle. First there is introduction. When we think about constructing a building, we often focus on design, aesthetic and functionality. However, one of the most important aspects is the choice of the material and finishes we use. When we are constructing a building, we focus on the design of the building and looking at that building. But one of the important topic is that we have to choose the material. Which material we choose, it is of good quality or bad quality, and the finishes we touch it. These material can directly impact of the longevity of the building and the health and safety of its occupant. Whether it's a fire risk, toxic chemical exposure, or environmental harm, each material brings potential hazards. That's why selecting a right material is crucial, not only for beautiful building but also for a safe and healthy and suitable for all. When we are choosing material, we have to choose that material which is safe for the people who are living inside on that building or the environmental near about that building. So first is, what are the building hazards? Building might look safe, but they can't hide serious hazards if the material aren't chosen of carefully. So if material that we choose for constructing that building, it is of not quality, it may cause serious hazards like physical hazards, chemical hazards and environmental hazards. Physical hazards like sharp edges or being highly flammable. Chemical hazards like releasing toxic substances that can harm your health, such as fumes from certain paint. If we choose the bad paint, it can emit the gases which can affect the people who are living in that building. Environmental hazards. Some materials are difficult to recycle or may pollute our surrounding. Understanding these risks is the first step in making smart choices during construction. Common hazardous material. You might be surprised to learn how many dangerous materials have been used in construction, like asbestos. For example, was one common in installation, but has since found to cause serious lung disease. Asbestos is one of the common hazards which cause the serious lung diseases. Next is lead-based paint, often used in older building, possesses a high risk of poisoning, especially for children. If we use the bad paint, which is of bad quality, it may emit some gases which may affect the people who are living inside, especially for the children. Next is VOCs, volatile organic compounds, found in many paints and finishes. These can pollute the air inside in the building, causing respiratory issues and lowering air quality. By understanding this danger, we can take steps to avoid them. Volatile organic compound is used in many of the paint and finishes, but it can pollute the air inside of that building, which may affect the people who are living in that building. It may affect the respiratory system of people who are living in that building. Fire hazards of the material. Fire hazards are one of the biggest concerns when choosing building material. Some materials like untreated wood or certain synthetic fibers are highly flammable and can make a building more vulnerable to fire. So there are some of the substances which causes fire. So while constructing the building, we don't have to choose that material which can cause fire easily. And when some material burn, they release toxic fumes, making a dangerous situation even more deadly. This is why the choice of material play a key role on a building's fire safety. It's not just about aesthetic but about protecting lives. Minimizing fire risks. Some materials are naturally better at resisting fire. For example, concrete and bricks don't catch fire easily. Concrete, which is made of the sand, cement, water, which does not carry create fire risk. Second is gypsum board, also known as drywall, is used in walls and helps slow down the spread of the flames. gypsum boards, that boards which cannot cause the fire easily or catches the fire, flames retardant finishes. You can also apply special coating that makes surfaces less likely to catch fire. Like on the paints, we have to use that coating which does not cause the fire easily, or on the wall. Building codes. These are the rules that say how building must be constructed to make sure they are safe from fire. Health risk from chemical exposure. Chemical exposure also make the health risk for the people who are living inside of that building. Beyond fire risk, some building material can release harmful chemical over time, which possesses a threat to people's health. For example, formaldehyde, commonly found in furniture finishes and adhesives, can cause irritation, headache, and other health issues. It found in the furniture we use it commonly in the homes and on the buildings, which can irritate the people or headache and other health issues. Similarly, VOCs, those chemicals we talked about earlier, are present in many paints, varnishes, and sealants. These pollutants lowers indoor air quality, leading to problems like asthma or allergies. Ensuring our buildings are free to these toxins is essential for creating healthy living spaces. How to reduce that chemical hazards which can make while choosing the material? One simple solution is use low VOC or zero VOC in that material, which releases fewer toxic substances into the air. We don't have to use that VOC which may cause toxic substances, or low VOCs. Another option is to go for natural material like wood, stone, or clay, which does not catches fire or pollute anything, or does not emit any type of gases, which are not only beautiful but also safer for health. By making conscious choices in the building process, we can protect ourselves from hidden danger of toxin chemicals. So here's a table which can help you to understand safety guidelines to control chemical hazards at workplace. First one is elimination. Physically remove that hazard, like LPG gases, or we can remove that physically that causes the hazards at workplace. Second is substitution, replace that hazards. Substitution of hazards chemical with other chemicals which does not affect any to that people or at workplace. Engineering control, isolate people from the hazards. Fourth one is administrative control, change the way of the people of working, change the way of the people who are working inside in that construction area. Fifth one is PPE, personal protective equipment. Use best way to PPE to all the who are working in that area. Sustainable building material. Fortunately, there are eco-friendly options available today. Like bamboo, for example, is a renewable source that grows quickly and can be used as a strong, sustainable material in construction. Recycled steel or reclaimed wood are other great examples. Using these materials reduce waste and lowers the environmental impact of a project. By incorporating these sustainable options, we can make our building not only safer but also kind to the planet. We have to use that material which is recycled, which cannot pollute the environment around that building. Best practices in construction. First one key practice is regular inspection of material during the building process, which help identify potential hazard early on. We have to check again and again that material which we have to use in that construction site, so that if it may causes any hazard, we can find it earlier and change it. Choosing certified eco-friendly material like those labeled as low VOCs or fire resistant, ensuring safety without sacrificing quality. We have to choose that eco-friendly material like which does not have VOC or having less VOC or fire resistance. Lastly, managing construction waste carefully and recycling wherever possible can help reduce environmental harm. We have to arrange that recycle which may harm the environment in the safe place. By following these best steps, we can build a safer, greener building. So next is best practices for high quality construction management. First is manage stress. We don't have take up that much construction project which we can't handle. Adopt to latest construction
Time is over.
management technology trends. Set a clear project scope. Hire the right professionals. Focus on small details. Material safety in construction as per the New Zealand regulation. First is Health and Safety at Workplace Work Act 2015. This law mandates that business in construction industry take steps to ensure the safety of workers and public by using materials that do not pose health risk. This law building codes. New Zealand Building Code ensure that all materials used in construction meet high standard for safety, durability and quantity. These cover aspects like fire resistance, structural strength and moisture control, hazardous substances and New Organisms Act. These act controls use of hazardous material like chemical and asbestos in construction. It ensures proper handling, storage and disposal of these substances to prevent harm to worker and the environment. Conclusion. In conclusion, the material we use in building have a direct impact on both the health and the building. By selecting safer options like fire resistance, low VOC and sustainable materials, we can protect people and the building. A well-constructed building isn't just about looking good, it's about ensuring it's a safer and a healthy place to live or work both today and in future. Thank you. Any questions?
Why is choosing the right material is very important?
Because if we choose the right material, so that the building is having strength, durability, longevity, and safe for the people who may use them and for the environment surrounding that building.
And if you want to say that three common materials, three common hazards or material causing the hazards, name of materials
Like low quality paint, VOC, asbestos. These are the three.
and the paint one, the lead one,
Lead paint, yes.
The other one is
VOC, volatile organic compound.
formaldehyde.
Yeah, asbestos.
Materials. Okay, that's good. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.